Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of AMC Entertainment, ticker symbol AMC, which closed on the day Friday, August 2nd at a price of $4.94, closing the week a little below $5 a share, which is fairly disappointing, being down about 3.5% on the day. But it did reclaim a good amount of that loss from $5 closing, or at least trading now in the after hours session at a price of $4.99, coming up about 1%. As we did just listen to the AMC earnings call, we're just listening to Adam Aron speak about the company. As you can see, the stream was right behind me up here with that AMC logo. And so I just wanted to go over some levels that stand out to me on the daily time frame. I think that we could, unfortunately, be seeing some dips in the coming week or weeks. But I think that those dips could correspond with finding some support. I was hoping for a gap up over the weekend following earnings, but, earnings for the second quarter weren't that great. But the projection and really the beginning, or I should say the end, of the quarter two earnings were starting to look pretty good with Deadpool and Wolverine, a lot of more movies coming out in the fall, in the winter. And so I think that AMC is looking really, really strong fundamentally. But I do think that the chart could suggest a dip. And so that dip is really based on, these Fibonacci retracements that I've drawn in prior videos. And the only levels that I have on, the red, orange, yellow, and green Fibonacci's is the 786 level, because we have retraced to those levels. And so I did, following, this up move, going from the low that was hit on July 24th at a price of $4.54, going up to that high hit on August 1st. That was yesterday, being a high of $5.44. I did a Fibonacci retracement there, and the 786 marked in blue, a little bit hard to read, but the 786 is at a price of $4.73.3. So I could see price dipping down to that level. We did, from yesterday, leave a gap here with yesterday's close being at a price of $5.12. Today we opened up on Friday at a price of $4.99, which, as I had mentioned, is the price we're trading at in the after hours. And that price represents, I believe, the 50% Fibonacci retracement here, just at the top of that candle there. So that is where we are back at. Does look like we have bounced a little bit from this golden pocket here, or really the 618, that top level there, at a price of $4.88. We dipped to a low on the day of $4.89, but what I could see happening, just like in these prior retracements, is I could see a dip down to, like I had said, 786 around $4.73. And that would also coincide with this white uptrend here that is based on these two pivot lows, one being the low of 410 from May 31st, the other being the low from June 25th at a price of $4.33. And so that is how I've drawn that uptrend. We did pierce it on the date of July 24th, but generally it does look like that level was respected. And so I could see that being, maybe you think I'm bearish. I'm not bearish, but I think that, rather than going all out at $5 a share right now, I think that we could be seeing a dip to around 473, discounted shares around then. So that could be a really nice opportunity. Also, just below that, we do see the 786 here in yellow. That's at a price of 464, right around there. And maybe that would coincide with this orange uptrend. And so if I take a step back, that goes back to these two pivot points, one being the all-time low hit on April 16th at a price of $238, and the other pivot low being the low from May 10th at a price of $290. That is how we get that orange uptrend. And, that I think could be a great, great, great dip buying opportunity. Maybe worst case scenario coming down to a low of around 450, and that coinciding with this 786 retracement here, going from the low from May 31st up to the high from June 6th. So, I think that, It may not be that encouraging that we're not gapping up over the weekend, but I think that we have a lot of great stuff coming in the months and the next 6 months, really, the remainder of the year. And I think that it's just going to look great. I think that it looks great, and I think that any dips below $5 a share are gifts. I think that in the near term, perhaps maybe not in August, maybe not by the monthly expiration of options, which is August 16th. If we fast forward a month ahead to September 20th, that is not only the weekly and monthly expiration for options, but that is also the expiration for quarterly options. So we could see a lot of volatility maybe towards the end of August, the beginning of September, leading up to that September 20th expiration of those options. And we could be seeing some volatility, maybe getting back up to $10 a share, right around that blue line. So I definitely think we could be seeing a 2x over the course of the next couple months. But maybe not. These things do tend to take time. And just like the GameStop and Chewy video that I put out, just simply because of the passage of time, we have been consolidating between the range of around $4 up to around $6. Why not take advantage of those discounted shares while we're below $10 a share? Because if we do look at the history of AMC, we could definitely be seeing a lot of upside. And, like this one squeeze at the beginning of 2021 was followed by this more massive squeeze about 5 months later. We could be seeing something like that with this squeeze having occurred in May, if not September, maybe October. It's about 5 months later. We start to see, some massive moves, maybe to fill this gap up here, maybe around $43. Pretty crazy. But anyways, I think it just looks great. I'm excited about any more price action around $5 or lower because it's just an opportunity to add more. But, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great weekend. Take care, you guys.